Yesterday. Yesterday, my friends and I got into a conversation about so many things that are currently happening on the time that we're living on. Things both within that our things that are both within our control and not, the AI and all, the changing culture, the stagnation of the culture, the seagulls stealing what you're eating, some very random things, both smaller pictures and the bigger ones. And there's this very intriguing corner that I'm still thinking about, because I have already thought about this idea way before I have spoken with them. And it so happens that part of the conversation branched out on that direction. And I recalled myself saying, if I really look at it from afar, I don't see the hope for humanity as a species. I don't see the hope. It's all dark when I look at it from afar as a whole. But I do see the hope on the individuals. If I don't look at it as one clump of species, I can see the hope. I think for me at least, humanity feels, it's like hopeless and dark. But when I look at individual people who are doing what they can, in them, I can see the hope. Did I get my idea across? Because not sometimes, maybe I feel like saying humanity is hopeless feels very pessimistic and or the statement that humanity has fallen, sort of, it feels very, very pessimistic. But there is also some kind of truth. That's how it feels to me, at least. But it's not as hard of a truth as it is. It's like it's sort of like this. You see, right? It's a mug. It's hard, it's a mug. Let's say that this is the belief that humanity is hopeless. But then if we zoom in on this thing, you know how they say that you're never really touching something because there's always space in the little, is it atoms or molecules of what, basically the smallest unit of what makes the mug. There's always space in everything. So the person who explained this to me is my friend who happens to be interested in this department, in the science department. Not just interested because because I'm also interested, but I don't have much knowledge like he has. He's both interested and has the studies in this department. So he was the one who explained this to me, and he said, you never really touched or hugged anyone or touched a table because nothing is ever really solid if you look at it close, very, very deeply. And yes, let's say that this is the belief that humanity is dark and hopeless, and we've reached some kind of time in history, especially with the AI, that can leak or paralyze everything in just one, like this, which is another complicated topic that we discussed, and I'm trying not to go everywhere with my sentences and just focus on one. Let's try. I am trying. So this is the belief that humanity is dark and hopeless. But then, if I really look closer, not from far, and I happen to have some instrument that I have that is developed to see the atoms or the molecules, or you can see that, like they say, everything is in motion. And maybe the atoms that I see as the individuals, I can see the hope in them if I don't look at humanity as humanity, but like I look at it as humans, made of humans, little humans doing what they can. Yeah, like what I said with my friend who happens to have a vast amount of knowledge in physics, astrophysics. What else does he have? Maths, different kinds of maths. He's smart in all the ways that I'm not. And he has this very great concern of doing what he can to take care of the earth and of the people that are close to him. And I happen to be one of them at some point in time. And I felt this, the kindness of this person, not only he's both intelligent in the realm of rationality and emotions and taking care of others. He takes care of the earth and he takes care of the humans. And in him I see the hope. But I wouldn't see it if I just look at people as, oh, people are hopeless, humans are ruined, humans are just evil. But through him, that's why it's hard to sort of always be in the bigger picture. Sort of, I think existing is just, I think existing would be it's great to develop the ability to see the bigger picture, but it's wise to move from there to the smaller pictures from time to time. I hope I got that idea across. And he's not the only person I know that I can see hope from. Like also my friend Barbara, the Barbara who I wrote letters, hundreds of them to. the friend Barbara, he's also very caring, and he's always leading these projects. For example, she has this organization in the sort of the tech department, sciencey sort of thing that she's arranging, that involves not only one country. And on top of that, she also organizes events in her own university for the youth to get involved with and speak with each other and make the university life sort of vibrant and not just studying. With her, I could also see the hope of the for the humans, and yeah, I could. There's several more people that I have the privilege of being in their life, and through them, it's not all dark, the life and the times. Yeah, the two friends I met yesterday. You can feel the life in the conversations. We talked about lots of things, including another thing that I'm still thinking of. If you were to have a child, where on this earth would you choose to raise them? And we talked about, yeah, the darkness of because before I said to them, with the AI, I was only seeing this narrow side of it, because I only see it in the arts and what it's doing in the arts. But then I listened to this interview of one of the people who is relevant to the development of this AI thing, and relevant to why it has progressed the way it did. And now he sort of kind of regrets what he had done. By the way, at least I understood it. He's sort of because it's something that's not only spreading in the realms of the art, and through him I learned what else can it do. I remember again speaking to, yeah, the how it's like water. It's getting everywhere. It's not just in one. It's not like, because some people keep on comparing it to, well, it's part of progress. It's just like in the old days when they made machines. And it's natural that some people are losing their jobs over progress and development and all this. But I said, well, before, when you make machines, you can leave the machine somewhere. You can unplug it, turn it off, and the only time that it will work again is when someone goes in, turns it on, use it, and it stays in there where you left it. It's not like that at all with the AI. It doesn't stay where you leave it. It can in many different directions. Yeah, we were speaking about how I feel like, how we feel like. We were speaking about how we were, it seems that we were put in the position as a generation how do I say this? Basically, in the easiest way that it could be said, we were put in the position where we have to anyway, the way it transpired is that we realized that there really isn't anything to lose. Anymore. No matter how hard you try to protect it. Because basic example is finances. AI can just, because everything is computerized, your identity, your finances, so yeah, it's easy to assume that there's no hope anymore in the humanity as a whole, because everywhere, like water, like we've discussed, it's like water. It's, it's like consuming everything. It's bigger than, it can get into cracks, into places where you don't really see. And at the end of the day, the only hope that's visible is through the friendships that can still manage to happen despite everything. And you will see these beautiful, beautiful people who happens to also have a bright, beautiful soul inhabiting the same flesh, and through them maybe you can think that maybe the worst will not happen because they exist. Oh well. Yeah. Oh well, oh well. See you, and my throat is dry.